Come with me to make my first ever drag dress. This is part 2 of making the underlayer bodice, so if you didn't see part 1, go ahead and watch that, or don't. It's fine, you didn't really miss anything, except for me trying and failing to make a pattern. So today, I'm trying to use draping instead. So here, I've pinned up this old fabric onto my sister's old dress stand, and now I am cutting it out and sort of trying to cut in the curves so that I can actually make a curved hem, if that makes sense. And now I'm hand sewing. At this point, I had finally realized that, oh, this is an underlayer, so I don't need to be as neat or as precise as I was originally planning. So you'll see some of these hand stitches are a little uneven, but I'm okay with that. I know this video is going super fast, but if you want to see more of my thoughts while creating this piece and just see a slower version, go ahead and check out the full video I have on my YouTube channel. So yeah. This next part of the video is going to require a bit of context. Basically, I realized I didn't have any wire and I didn't want to go buy it, so I decided to make some out of aluminum foil so I could have a little structure in this front part of the dress. And you can see I did that there. It worked great. I was so happy with this result. Things were finally going my way in this project, so I was really excited. I now have a back pinned on, and I am basically trying to cut out where I want the bottom of this dress to land, and marking that with my fabric markers, doing all the pinning that needs to be done, basically getting ready to do this last final sewing effort. Here, I'm pinning up that hemline I just cut, and now I am threading my sewing machine. This is going to be an interesting experience because I have just now started to learn how to actually use the sewing machine. This is very exciting for me. I forgot to put down the presser foot, but it's okay. We live, we learn, and we make mistakes. Here, I'm doing even more pinning, and during this process, I also noticed that where I had sewed the two panels together previously, it was going to be a little thicker, so I was worried about that, but I just ended up, lifting up the presser foot, jumping it over the seam, and then continuing to sew, and it worked pretty fine. I, again, forgot to put down the presser foot afterwards, so I had to rethread stuff, but it worked out in the end. Now I can sew up the two sides to make this into more of a tube shape that'll actually be wearable rather than just a long strip of cloth. And to finish off, there's just a little bit of hand sewing to do these final curvy bits. The whole process of creating this underlayer bodice took me about a day and a half, but by far the longest part has been just editing these videos together for social media. It's taken me a month and a half to get out the stuff I have out so far, but that's fine. Now it's done. Here's what it looks like on me. Here's what it's like on the dress stand. I hope you enjoyed. Please come back for more, and here's where you can see me live.